Oh boy, my apology. Uh, and just like that, we back with part three. My apology, beloved. I guess it's gonna be better now. You got a third part. This thing, I'm doing this. I'm cooking at the same time. So it kind of like I messed up here. I'm sorry, I messed up. So this thing fell, and now it's recording a new thing again. Okay, welcome to part three. All right, let's keep on moving. All right, this is in Maricopa, Arizona. Again, Arizona is a lot of things going on over there. Then we know for a fact that the people over there in Arizona, all people over there in Arizona, a lot of things happened during Jacob's trouble where they were murdering and killing all people and wiped them off of the land, the Holy Land. Okay, so things are going on over there, cleansing the land. Okay, there must be a cleanse. That is why those things are happening in Arizona. And of course, the name Phoenix, brethren, we defined that before. Okay, all right. This is all over. Okay, this is again plague number two, fiery conflagration of the cities out of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. We urge you to read the apocalypse of Abraham if you can. Okay, so all right, so we will play this, but we will take left the we will let you watch this with no music. Let me just enlarge this. All right, this is the destruction. All right. Okay, this is of the Greek island. Okay, those are the results. The hotel, the beautiful places. You think those people are doing this to themselves? You think they are destroying their own blessing for this? Hmm? You think those people are doing that because, oh, I don't know, we're gonna do this and then so we can bring Jacob's trouble? You think those mentioned that you're seeing here, those hotels, motels, and resorts, and hostel, whatever their name is, those R&Bs or BNRs, RBB, whatever their name is over there, okay, they all burned to the ground. You think those people want that? You think it's something that they are using and doing with their own technology? You think they're trying to distract you and say, hey, this is fake, this is not real, and then the only thing that fake is Lizzo and that guy, Kai, Senat, and other people, and Trump being indicted again, and all this. Nah, they're trying to keep this thing away from you and seeing that the mighty one is putting the earth upon great judgment and everybody else is just babbling about nonsense. You think those cars that are burnt down, this container that had things in it that are burnt down, you think the elite are doing this? The elite are doing or destroying the places they go on vacation for. They love to go there. Don't you know that the Greek or the pinnacle of civilization for those people? You think they will burn those Greek islands, those beautiful homes with the pools and all that beautiful place and beautiful trees and beautiful people over there, just so they can bring Jacob's trouble? That's a golf place over there. Look at this beautiful village, all white houses and stuff. Okay, evacuated and left out and burnt. You think those folks are doing this because, oh, I don't know, yeah, we have a weapon and then we try to test it, or we bored and we're going to burn this down and then we're going to build it back again better, and then we'll come back on top of the world and be what they call this thing again, to rule, Illuminati to rule, New World Order, New World Order. We're gonna come back, New World Order. No, the so-called New World Order came here in 1492. They were already in Europe in 1480 and during the Papa Bull. That's when the New World Order started. When they came against the loin of our people and destroying our people, that's when the New World Order is started. Okay, let's keep on moving.
Weekend after two people drowned Saturday and a third man killed Thursday. Officials say the body of a 61-year-old Tracy Stewart was recovered Saturday night after they say he went swimming from a boat and never resurfaced. The search continues tonight for a 27-year-old man who was also swimming and did not resurface. The search and rescues are a joint effort from the Georgia Department of Natural Resources and the Hall County Fire Department. That third death on Lake Lanier, that happened Thursday after authorities say a 24-year-old man was electrocuted while swimming. Fox 5's Eric Mock talked with neighbors of the victim's family. He has the latest.
Well, the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says 24-year-old Thomas Milner got into the water from a family dock, which is only about a half mile or so from this dock at Little Ridge Park. That's when investigators say he started screaming for help.
Yeah, I heard this morning. I was up in my subdivision playing tennis, and everybody was talking about the tragedy that happened when this young man got electrocuted right here at Lake Lanier.
Marilyn Margolis says it's been the talk of her neighborhood that surrounds the shores of Lake Lanier in Cumming. I met her as she was walking her dog around the lake Sunday.
Really tragic stuff. We live very close to the park, and people are, very concerned about what happens up here at the lake.
The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says after 24-year-old Thomas Milner got into the water from his family's dock and screamed for help, a neighbor jumped in the water to help him. That neighbor then felt what they described as a burning sensation, which they recognized as an electric shock. That person then got out of the water and shut off the power. EMS rushed Milner to the hospital, but he died there the next day. Katie Emanuel also lives near the lake and says she remembers seeing first responders rushing to the home Thursday evening.
Yeah, just on our way home. And
Okay, what's her name? Kati what? Katie? Katie? Kati? Katia? Katie? Katie Emmanuel. And what does the word Emmanuel meant or means in that case? Emmanuel. Well, it used to be double M, but one M. Now, I'm not going to go into the history of Lake Lanier or Lanier because most of you know, and then I do not want to draw conspiracy theories because our people, anytime things has to do with us, when an injustice is being done to us, they're always trying to bring nonsense in there. Well, the reason why this thing, the town was flooded because the Illuminati, the CIA had a lab in there, and they were cloning our people and stuff. They were bringing garbage to make the sufferings of our people minimum. Okay, and you know what happened in Lake Lanier. Okay, they flood our people down there because hey, I want you to be there. So now this happened.
it's just terrible to hear that something so sad happened.
Both Emmanuel and Margolis tell me they've never heard of anyone being electrocuted in the lake before. We're working to get answers on how exactly it happened.
Hopefully we can find out so it doesn't happen to anybody else.
Okay, is it truly electrocution? Was the dude electrocuted? Or if he was, what electrocuted him? What happened in there? What did this guy encounter? Okay, let's keep on moving.
And a bombing right outside of Harborview Medical Center that nearly killed 20 people who were inside of a tent smoking fentanyl. All of this is happening on state property, but neither the state nor the city seem to have any plan to deal with it. Explosions rocked through the encampment in the early morning hours last Friday. Today, a police report says this bombing came after a violent overthrow of a drug empire operating on state property on I-5, directly outside Seattle's largest hospital, Harborview Medical Center. The report says multiple explosive devices were used to blow up a fentanyl tent where there were 20 customers inside. One of those users found a device before it went off, and everyone inside the tent scattered right before the explosion. The police report says witnesses said the bombing may have been in retaliation for a recent shooting and possibly connected to the theft of $80,000 in fentanyl.
It's a bad cycle, and I think that if it's allowed to continue, it's going to continue to get worse.
Jim Fuda from Crime Stoppers of Puget Sound says encampments like this are havens for drug trafficking, and things here can escalate quickly into violence.
I like to use it as kind of a Lord of the Flies scenario where there's their own hierarchy, infrastructure that ends up in these camps.
If you thought a bombing at a homeless camp on state property outside the city's main trauma hospital would garner quick action by the city and the state, think again. Despite signs saying this encampment can legally be removed immediately without warning, the city has offered no plan in response to the bombings. The state has also been equally quiet, just saying they are working with partners to deal with the encampment.
Because the blessing is over and everybody really don't care. No one wants to do the homework. No one wants to do the work because, one, it's their people. Okay, when you look at the people that are using the fentanyl, that are doing this, it's their people. So they are not interested in destroying their own people. Okay, if you see their own people are being destroyed, that means it's the Holy One destroying them. You know, remember the 80s, the 60s, 70s, the heroin epidemic, the crack epidemic. You know, our people were suffering. You know, this thing is past now. Yes, the hood still have the drug, is still in the hood. Okay, but our people are not dying as much or as fast as these drugs are killing 83, because it turned into a plague unto them, because that's what they did unto us. They destroy our people with the so-called the drugs, the crack, heroin, and fentanyl, and all that. Now it's coming back to hunt them, and they really don't want to do anything about it because there's no profit in it. If it was something that was destroying you or our people, they would have built more prison, better prison, hire more police officers to keep you in your place, to keep you locked up. But when it's them, I ain't gonna do hish about that. But anyway, let's take the next video.
Farm a few days ago, they have been spotted along the way, crossing streets, yards, wandering through neighborhoods. But the law is...
Okay, a lot of people think this is cute. They think this is something that, you know, worth a few laughs, but it's a horrible and terrible omen for you people.
Are running loose out in Prince George's County. The city of Bowie says the bovines escaped a local farm a few days ago. Yeah. They have been spotted along the way, crossing streets, yards, wandering through neighborhoods. But the law is hot on their trail. So is Fox 5's Bob Barnard. He joins us live from Bowie with the latest on the cows' location. Have you spotted them this morning?
Like, how do I... Now I don't even have that to post on social
media. We have seen cats and dogs. We've seen deer and strollers, cars, lots of stuff, but not the two cows, although they were seen here on Kavanaugh Lane late Sunday night, early Monday morning by Lauren Miller. She took some videos, posted them on Instagram, took some photos, and shared them with us. Here's what she saw. And these are two cows that apparently got out during the rainstorm Saturday from a farm that Bowie police say could be as far away as Anne Arundel County. And they've been on the loose, walking down the street here. Lauren was out running some errands late Sunday night, and this is what she saw, shared them with us. They've been spotted here in the K section of Bowie, in the Y section along Racetrack Road, Dunwood Valley Drive. They were on the railroad tracks behind Princeton Square at one point, but so far they are still out there as far as we know, sort of like those zebras in Upper Marlboro.
Those are terrible signs, and we'll tell you why. Now, for those of you who remember, last year we had, let me see if we can get this. Last year, elephant crossing working in China. Remember those elephant? Oh no, wait. Remember those group of elephant? There you go. Wild elephant make annual migration China. It wasn't an annual migration. They were going somewhere till now. They didn't know what they were doing. And why do you think all those terrible things are happening in China? Elephant herd walking in China. Okay. Well, 2 years ago. All right, let's watch this. Okay, the sleeping elephant. I didn't know elephants sleep like this. When I saw this, I was amazed. I'm like, wow. Remember this, beloved? For those of you who watch this, elephant actually sleep like that. They're just lying down. Look at this cute little baby elephant here. You know, it looked cute. But those were terrible signs. Look what's happening in China now. Okay? Look what's happening in China now, because the animals know. That's why they remove themselves. They're like, hey, let's get out of here. That was 2 years ago, okay? This video was published in June 9th. Okay, 2 years ago. Those elephants, they were walking like days and months. And the whole media was paying attention. They think this thing was like cute. And we told them this is a terrible sign. Something terrible going to happen to the land over there in China. Now look what happened. Now you got those folks over here with those 2 cows. And then they think this is cute. They think this is nice. This is like some bovines, walking around and stuff. Now those are horrible things. And things gonna happen in Georgia. And we're gonna go back to the video and say, hey, we told you so.
Investigators in California say
Watch
they have
this.
identified the man whose body was found in a barrel on a beach in Malibu. The LA County Sheriff's Department says fingerprints confirmed he is 32-year-old Javonta Murphy of Los Angeles.
Hey, I'm gonna go viral. Watch. I'm gonna go viral. One of these reels, I'm gonna go viral.
And
Murphy's Instagram profile says he was a singer and songwriter. His body was found in a 55-gallon plastic drum in the water at Malibu Lagoon State Beach.
55 gallon, 5 plus 5. You know what to do. Now, beloved, then again, like we always said here, a lot of folks that look like us, they are not us, okay? A lot of those guys, a lot of NPCs online, they are here to distract us. They only to cause confusion. And the Holy One is removing a lot of confusion that are in the midst of us. So, this dude, this is a terrible thing, man. You know, they find you in a 55 barrel gun, you know, you're no more, man, you know. Like, what the hell? What happened here? Okay, what causes this? What could possibly this dude done? But he must have done something to certain people that pissed them off. Okay, and then we will take that cryptocurrency fellow. Okay.
Officials say lifeguards pulled it to shore, thinking it was hazardous material, but when they opened it, they discovered the corpse inside. The discovery shocked beach visitors and law enforcement.
I've yet to see this, so it's a first for me.
Pretty ghoulish, a body in a barrel.
A cause of death has not been released, but this case is being investigated by the Sheriff's Homicide Bureau. If you have any information you think could help, you're asked to call 323.
Okay, this dude got a nice crystal around his neck, and then they found him. So all those guys on Instagram doing things, I don't know, it could piss off the wrong guy, the wrong people. Now, a lot of things happen, and certain people, when you mess with them, dog, they just took care of you, man, you know. And let me watch this. Let me check this. Cryptocurrency millionaire found dismembered. Okay, all right. 9 days ago, this guy. Okay. Okay, so Fernando Perez. Okay, Fernando Perez. You can take out the thing. Fernando Perez, you know, was a influencer. A few days later, his dismembered body was found in a suitcase in Argentina. Children playing in the street of Buenos Aires stumbled upon them. Boy, they really go. How the hell? Anyway, so okay, this dude. Anytime you see dudes like this, they all driving and show off on social media. So where'd you guys get those money, man? You know, lavish style, showing you all those cars they own, all those tattoos, and act like they all. Where'd you get those money? Well, he was a crypto influencer. So, the crypto thing keep crashing. A lot of people invested their money, and they lost money. You can pull up a Bernie Madoff on those people and telling them, hey man, your money is lost. So yeah, that's investment. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Now, I mean, some of those dudes are gonna come after you, dog. Some of those dudes, you know, they invest their money in there, and then they watch you doing all those things, and then you come out, you tell them, oh, the crypto thing crashed, or your money is lost. You know, when you sit in Lamborghini and stuff like that, yo, Nah, man. You know, they're gonna come after you. What's going on here? Ley line? Let me see. See what's going on here. Ah, man. This thing really pissing me off.
And authorities investigating another tragedy at North Perry Airport.
A small plane veering off the runway moments after takeoff, killing one person. Local 10's Janine Stenwood live now in Hollywood, where 2 others are recovering in the hospital. Janine.
One witness says he heard a noise and then a boom. Right now, authorities are investigating what happened upon takeoff. 2 people right now recovering right here in the hospital.
Oh boy.
Night falls and a tarp now covers the small plane that crashed Friday afternoon shortly after takeoff from North Perry Airport. Witnesses hearing noises in the sky.
I heard the engines accelerate, and then seconds after that I heard a large boom.
There we go.
First responders.
A loud boom. And people always assume that's the airplane that make this boom. Then again, I really don't do ley line anymore because, like, I didn't do China. And I don't do this anymore because it's just too much. And then people act like, hey, we don't know what's going on. And this happened all the time in Perry Airport. They're going to say, Mom? Mom?
Would arrive quickly.
We believe they're already on scene.
And we saw all the police, the helicopter and everything coming.
From Sky 10, you can see firefighters crouching by the mangled metal, pulling this man out and wheeling him to a waiting rescue truck. Another would be taken out of the wreckage too, but we're told a third person did not survive.
It's concerning because there have been other crashes here.
A woman finishing flight school tells us what happened is heartbreaking.
And I feel extremely sad for all the people that just lost their lives and, you know, for their families and things like that. But that is a part of the career, unfortunately.
According to the Federal Aviation Administration, the single-engine Cessna 172P veered off the runway after takeoff. On the plane's tail is a logo for the Icaro Learn to Fly flight school.
And, well, it's Icarus. Is that what that is? The guy that flew close to the sun? Icarus? But... Mom? All right, so let me see. For some reason, my computer. Okay, there you go. Now it's good. Icarus.
According to Wikipedia, Icarus ignored Daedalus' instructions not to fly too close to the sun, causing the beeswax in his wings to melt. Icarus fell from the sky, plunged into the sea, and drowned. The myth gave rise to the idiom, "Fly too close to the sun."
Okay, well, in Greek mythology, Icarus was this dude. He was trained, well, who was under tutelage of Daedalus, and of course, he told him, "You can fly, but don't go through this too close to the sun." But he got too proud, and then he went to the sun, and then he fell off in the sea. He drowned. But Icaro, the name of this school, and with this guy, of course, we can dot it as an angel. Okay, to go ahead and fly, and he flew the airplane. Right after takeoff, they heard a loud boom, and then it fell. And then the number of the building is 7,500. Now, if you know what that is, if you've been studying with us, 7 plus 5 plus 0 plus 0, you know what to do. You know what's going on here. You know, this angel being, of course. And the 72, 75, you know, what this angel's protecting here, you know.
We went to their listed address, but we're told they had no comment at this time. Right now, the Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Award, they are investigating the identities of those 2 survivors who are right now here at Memorial Regional Hospital. They're not being released yet. We're in Hollywood. I'm Janine Stanwood, Local 10 News.
Okay, Janine.
Okay, so yeah, this thing happened. Okay, deadly hit and run in Clay County. For some reason, I don't know why, this woman drank 2 bottles of water, 4 bottles in 20 minutes. She died. This was weird. Let's watch this.
This mother of 2 just died from drinking too much water. 35-year-old Ashley Summers apparently overwhelmed her body while trying to hydrate in the summer heat. It was a hot summer day, and Ashley told her family she felt like she was suffering from dehydration, so she did what most people would do. She grabbed a couple bottles of water, consuming 4 16-ounce bottles in just 20 minutes. Ashley's brother, Devon, says she soon began feeling sick.
She had her head in her hands the whole way home because she just felt so dizzy. And they got home. She started to walk across the garage to go into the house, and she passed out and never regained consciousness.
That is because the water did not kill her. 4 16 ounces of gallon of water cannot kill you. That is because it's something else. Excuse me. We told you this heat, whether you are in it or you out of it, it will get you. And it wasn't the water that killed this woman. It was the particle, the microwave of the sun, the holy sun, that microwave, the thing get in her. The water literally activate this thing. She cannot, four bottle of water cannot kill you, okay? How many ounces of water there is in a gallon?
128 fluid ounces. According to the Simple Veganista, in the U.S. customary system, there are 128 fluid ounces in 1 U.S. gallon.
Okay.
This conversion can also be expressed as 128 fluid ounces equals 1 gallon. While in the imperial system, there are 160 fluid ounces in 1 imperial gallon. The imperial conversion can be expressed as 160 fluid ounces equals 1 gallon.
Okay, so this is not enough to kill you. What is 4 times 16?
4 times 16 is 64.
So this woman drinks 64 ounces of water in 20 minutes. That's like, is that 8 glasses of water? How many ounces is in 8 glasses of water?
According to GoodRx, FYI, that's about 32 to 48 ounces. Certain factors will affect your personal water consumption needs, according to Richter.
So,
for example, athletes or people who live in hot, sunny climates will need to drink more to replenish fluids lost from sweating. Another important variable is your diet.
Okay, so a lot of you are well aware I have something like that. Okay, well, it's not the Yeti. 64 ounces bottle. Okay, I have one exactly like this, the same model but black. I drink this thing in like 10 minutes. A lot of you, I've been having it for over 2 years now. It didn't kill me. This is 64 ounces. This woman barely, again, she drank 4 16 ounces and it killed her. And many people can drink this in under 20 minutes. I drink mine in like 10 minutes. I drink 64 inches water, 64 ounces of water in less than 10 minutes. I just eat with my meal and then I just walk around a little and then drink the rest. And I'm not dead. That is because it wasn't the water. It's not the water that killed this woman. And she's 35 years old. You know what to do. Okay, it's something else. Something else. Why does she feel the heat? Because this heat is not a natural heat. It's something else. The heat is a holy heat that microwaving and destroying a lot of people. Okay.
After that.
So what does water intoxication do to?
They're gonna bring an expert here. Okay. There's no. What happened here? Ah, boy. You got to be kidding me. Okay, there's no. What happened here? Oh man, this thing is behaving all over. Why is there's no sounds? There's no sounds coming on this thing. What happened there? Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened here. Where's the sounds? Let me see if I can refresh this. There's no sounds. I can't hear anything. Oh, you got to be kidding me. There's no sounds. I and Mercongliano. Anyway, so there's no sounds.
Yeah, this is a horribly sad story. We
and
talked
then
to
the sound is back here.
Just wants people to know what kind of person her son was, and she wants to
Crazy.
give everybody watching a warning.
A big smile, an even bigger heart.
He was so emotional. He loved cats. He was a soft-hearted guy.
Louis Stafford,
He was a good friend. I never known him to be a bad friend to anybody.
a manager at the Taco Bell on 23 Mile in Chesterfield Township. Louis' big heart apparent when he noticed one of his employees was coming into work with wet clothes. Dijon Drake admitted to being homeless, and Louis, being Louis, offered to let him stay with him at his apartment, less than a mile down the road from the Taco Bell.
He had a good sense of humor. He was a big brother. He was a younger brother.
But a short time after the employee started staying with Louis, his behavior became combative towards his coworkers and towards Louis, according to Louis' mother. Louis told Dijon he could no longer stay with him at his apartment. It was Saturday, July 29th.
That's when the fight broke out. The dude didn't want to leave. He just refused to leave, and he pushed Louis, and Louis fought back and beat him up, and so he shot him.
Louis Stafford, just 27 years old, died at a nearby hospital.
Okay, the brother was 27 years old, and he was working at a Taco Bell, being a manager. Duty's on his way. I wish when I was 27 I was a manager at Taco Bell. That's what I wish. I was not. I was not. I was a truck driver. And this brother right here, young brother, you know, and he being real. This is another coworker, you know, could not pay the rent or was homeless. He let the guy stay with him, and then the behavior, you know, probably something happened, and then an argument broke out. The guy attacked him. He fought back, and the guy shot and killed him. So I don't know what happened there, but we gotta be careful, brethren. Not all skin folk are kinfolk. If you see someone that you feel bad for this person, you have to know at this time right now we all going through a certain challenge. This is personal. You deal with your ish, I deal with mine. I can help you to a certain degree, but to bring you in my abode where God live, I don't know you like that. We talk about this multiple times. This didn't happen to this dude only. It happened to many people in the nation. They let people come staying in their home, and then that person take over the home. That person become a demon unto them. Okay?
I will never understand the universe and how God chooses who leaves and how they leave.
Police arrested 24-year-old
Look at this
John
dude.
Drake on...
Okay, look at this dude right here, man. You can let me enlarge this right quick, okay? So anybody that is in the nation, you've been studying with us. The moment you you pop up upon a dude like this, you will automatically know that guy is not right. It literally written on that guy's face. Let me tell you something about tattoos, okay? First of all, every single one of you have what you call tattoos, okay? They are in the spiritual realm. Tattoos are a form of protection. The ancient ones, certain cultures, tattoos are protection. There are certain animals, certain symbols that are in the spiritual realm. What they used to do, they had the tattoo men. They had specific people that their family, their prodigy, pedigrees, they used to do tattoos. Back then, that's what they were. They were the tattoos people. And what they would do, they would sit down, okay, when you reach this certain age, and then I'm not quite sure if it's our culture because a lot of things been mixing around, okay? They will take certain entheogenic, and they will see the tattoo on you. They will see it move on you, okay? These protective forces, let's say it's a lion or a snake, and then they will just draw that snake or that lion on you. So now when you go doing astral travel, or when you go to another realm, to the multiverse, this thing become a protector. If any bad evil spirit try to attack you, this thing will literally jump out of you and attack and destroy this thing. In real life, If you have a tattoo of a giant lion in your back, and then you get in the middle of the night, some dudes corner you, and then you invoke this thing, and this lion will come out of you and attack and destroy those people. That's what originally, according to the senseis, the masters that been taught us, that's what tattoos was made of. And it wasn't for everyone. Only certain warriors supposed to have tattoos, and the tattoos cannot be drawn by everyone. You have to come from the tattoo family to draw tattoo on this specific person, and you have to this specific person has to have the clearance to get the tattoo. Now our people, they have all sort of tattoo. They write the name of the lovers, the name of their gang, the name of the streets, certain things on them, all over their face, all over the thing. And then they have tattoos because rappers did it. There's a rapper, I believe Gucci Mane, he have a tattoo of an ice cream under his cheek. And we talk about tattoo before. Let me double check. You know what? Let me use this. It's gonna be faster. That's what tattoos were made. It's a form of weapon, a form of technology. Not everybody can have it. Not everybody's supposed to have it. Gucci Mane ice cream tattoo.
Here are some pictures that match.
Okay, so, and you have this guy, Gucci Mane, okay, that have an ice cream tattoo in his face. Now, let's say you encounter a evil spirit. So the ice cream gonna jump out of your face and then attack this spirit, and people think things like that are cool, and then they will have tattoos of ice cream in their faces. Okay? That's not what tattoos are made for, okay? All right? Pacific Islanders tattoo. Okay, this is the tattoo men. Okay, this is the tattoo men. When they were doing tattoos, it's something that is in you, you are already born with it. They just trace it on you. That has nothing to do with ice cream and stuff like that. Those things were considering back then to be holy. Okay, they were holy things, and now people just put Chinese letters and all sort of things on them, and they don't know what it is for, what they can do. Most of those people don't know that either. The ancient took that knowledge with them. Okay, those things, you should not have any type of tattoo on you without knowing what it is stand for, what can it do. There's a movie, I believe Daredevil, the movie. There's tattoo men and the Daredevil. Daredevil, the movie, tattoo men. Daredevil, the movie, tattoo men. Okay, tattoo men, Daredevil. Let's type it. Daredevil movie, tattoo man. Oops. Tattoo man. I used to like that guy. Okay, I press enter, but what's going on with this thing? Yes, that tattoo man. Okay, tattoo man was this dude. Oh, Elektra. Sorry, Elektra, the movie, tattoo man. Oh boy, Elektra with Carmen. Elektra, the movie, tattoo man. Oh, tattoo man, I believe. Yeah, this dude. So you see how the tattoo, the dog is coming out of him? This guy can attack you by sending his dog. He had a snake upon him. It was a weapon. This movie, Elektra. Okay, tattoo man, he had all the snake coming out of him, all those weapons. Did I would tattoo wrong? Tattoo man, yes. Why didn't they show that much of him? I don't want to show it on YouTube because if I do, they'll strike me. But yes, The tattoo in his body, he just sit and meditate, and then the tattoo of the dog leave, the tattoo of a dragon and stick leave, and then they go attack people. That's what it was for. It was a form of a weapon, a protective weapon, not defensive though, not offensive though, protective. But now you see people have tattoos all over their faces. They don't mean nothing. They just have numbers. They just put tattoo on their faces, and there are great consequences when you do this. Okay, this dude, you could have literally see that guy, see his face and see his eyes. You can see it in his eyes. Say, I ain't gonna let a dude like that live in my home, man. He's homeless for a reason. I have nothing against the homeless. We got brethren and sisters that are homeless, but a dude like this, man, I would not bring a dude like that in my home. Okay?
On the scene, he's being held at the Macomb County Jail on a $2 million bond.
Wow.
A message Louie's mom wants to share.
You just cannot let your heart overrule your safety. The world has changed.
Well,
and it's the luck of the draw. You don't know if you stop and help that person.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. This is a wise sister right there, man. The world has changed. Things are not the same, man. A lot of people, they are not under the blessing. Things are not the same way that they used to. So, amen, that old Christian help be trying to be a good Samaritan. Then again, we had a video. We have a video about the Samaritan. Okay? Don't try to be a good Samaritan. Like we explained before in this video, the Samaritan were horrible people. They were the Babylonian. They were doing a lot. You know what? Let's just do this.
Today we are now.
Okay. Excuse me, beloved, if you can hear something outside. It's my mother out there doing stuff. The Babylonian, the Samaritan were the so-called Babylonian. Okay, you guys need to watch the dream by Brother Malachi and his wife, and then those dreams, those things. Brother John Starr's journey into the spiritual realm. The brother actually went in there. Okay, all right. A lot of our people went in out. I briefly went in, and they kicked me out. But anyway, so let's see the video. Anyway, you see this? The video will probably 6 months again, and the dropping continue. The Samaritan were horrible people. Don't be one of them. Red Spring. And this story, okay, and this story, there's a sister that bring one of those dudes. He spent like 40 years in prison. He bring him inside and stuff like that. The guy ended up killing everybody in there. Okay. So the Samaritan, they are horrible people. They were horrible people. And a lot of them look like us. Okay? A lot of those people look like us. You can go watch this video. We published it 6 months ago. That was in, in January 28, 2023. You can watch that, okay? And the dropping continue. A lot of people were dying, and then people don't pay attention to things like that. They keep saying, oh, it's the job. The job is taking them out. No, that's not what that is, okay? That's not what that is. So let's keep on watching this, okay? The sister tell you the world changed. Don't let your heart, man.
Their mind just because they're in need.
And Louie's mom also has a big heart. She set up a GoFundMe, but not necessarily to pay for anything for her family. Yes, she wants a nice suit to bury her son in, but she's also raising money for Louie's 2 friends who were there with him when this horrible thing happened. Reporting live in Chesterfield Township, Camille Amiri on The Edge.
Now, the toughest part about this whole thing is that Louie was just trying to do the
Yeah.
right thing and help somebody get back.
Exactly. And then
something like this happened.
And that's what happened, man. I believe one of you are victim something like that, man. You try to help this person, you provide this person with money, a place to stay, and then they ended up being a horn to you. Okay, they say bad things about you. They gossip about you. They trying to kill you. They trying to overthrow you. They try to harm you. A lot of our people like that. Well, not our people. A lot of people that are like that are in our community. They are not our people. You thought this guy was your brethren. You thought she was your sister, and he or she ended up attacking you. He or she ended up making falsehood, false lies, and breaking the commitment and come after you and shoot and kill you. But anyway, man, hey man, times has changed, beloved. This thing, you're gonna have to be selfish right now, man, because the time we are in right now doesn't call for get together, be together with this random dude and things like that. Nah, man, things have changed. All right, okay, let's take the next video.
Decomposed bodies that were found by a hiker. The Gold Creek campground is about 30 miles northeast of Gunnison. This week, the bodies were identified as a woman from Colorado Springs, her son, and her sister. Today, our Gabriela Vidal learned that they were trying to live off the grid.
Trevor Jara tells me that one of her
You heard that?
sisters, Rebecca Vance, had been talking about wanting to live off the grid for several years. So last August, she decided to take her 14-year-old son and her other sister, Christine, with her. Here is a photo of the 14-year-old and Rebecca on the left, and Christine to the right of Jara.
Okay, so before we jump into the whole off-grid thing, and let's watch her name. Okay, what? Whoops.
To take her 14-year-old son and her other sister.
Now what's her name? Okay, the name of this woman. Let me enlarge this right quick. Okay, the name of this woman. Man, let me close this door. Oh, here we go. The name of this woman is Gabriela Vidal. Okay, not quite sure what Vidal mean or vital. I believe it's something that have to do with life or rigors or vigor, something like that. Now, Gabriel is in the midst, okay, beloved, and of course, this woman, okay, she wanted to go live off grid, all right, and then she went and go off grid. Something like that happened, and they found the bodies in remote campsite, and they died. We don't know what happened, but I will elaborate on that. Okay.
Christine with her. Here is a photo of the 14-year-old and Rebecca on the left, and Christine to the right of Jara. She tells me her sisters were incredible people who cared so deeply for their family. Rebecca was fearful of the way the world was going and believed this move will protect her son.
There you go. And those people, they are watching too much negative online. They vibrate it to a low frequency, and then they listen to people that always bring them fear. They don't bring them peace. Okay, and if a Gentiles, you're watching this, there's a lot of fear upon you. The only way to get rid of these things is to cleave unto us. Okay, it's to cleave unto us, because this thing is coming. There's no doubt it's coming for you. Okay, it's coming for you. But if you cleave unto us, it will mitigate you from that. All right. So now you got this woman watching those people online, watching the news. People say, "Go live off grid." Go. You know how dangerous that is to live off grid? It's tough to live off grid, man. It's very tough to live off grid. And a lot of those guys, those survivalists or preppers, they are not actually living off grid, dog. They do this thing for YouTube. They actually stay in the city. They go off grid. In the weekend, they chill in the house and come back and live in the city. They don't live off grid. It's tough to live off grid, man. You live in complete isolation. You know, like I said, I'm not against living off grid, but if you're going to go live off grid, don't live because of fear. Go live because you want to go there for meditation, to know yourself, and to get yourself better. Not to pack a bunch of food and guns and ammunition and supply and go live there in fear of whatever. Why are you running if you're not guilty?
Jara begged for them not to go, worried they weren't prepared to live remotely.
I thought of them almost every day. Me and my husband both. And me and my husband would be talking about them, wondering if they're okay. I mean, a couple of months ago, I had a feeling. I had such a strong feeling that
it's called intuition, okay? It's called intuition. A lot of our people are like that. The moment something is wrong, they got a feeling, like they gut feeling, it's wrong. And if it was our people that come in the church and say something like that, well, you're a witch. How did you know that? Because you practice magic. How did you know that? Because you're a warlock. How did you know that? Because you worship the demon. How would you know they are dead? How would you know that they are dead and that day they went to the house? They are actually dead because you killed them. No, it's called intuition. It's something your gut is telling you they are not okay. Something is wrong there. And you knew it. Premonition. Intuition. Intuitiveness. That's what it is.
were okay.
They were not. All
And
right.
I'm so hoping I was wrong.
Coming up
But
at 10,
you're all right.
more from the family about their 3 loved ones, as well as the message they hope to send to others in the wake of this tragedy. In Colorado Springs, Gabriela Vidal covering Colorado First.
Okay, that's in Colorado, man. If you are going to move off grid, please move for meditation. Move, get 3 books. Initiation into Hermetic, The Practice of Magical Invocation, and The Key to the True Kabbalah. And then move off grid, practice the first one until you master it. But if you're going to move over there out of fear because, they're going to send them missiles and atomic. No. You move out of fear and the fear will kill you. So, okay? Bodies found in remote campsite in Gunnison identified. You don't know what all the scumbag or the deranged people that are living off grid. They can kill you. They can literally think like the whole world is in danger because they disconnected to the world and they see you. They're like, another person tried to survive and kill me. I'm going to kill him or her first, especially if you're a woman. Okay, and unfortunately, this woman, her wife, the son, I believe the husband, they were found dead. Okay, and some of them got mauled by bears. So you can't run from this trouble. Okay, Gentiles,
his
you can't.
wife, Jeffrey Ferguson, also made.
How many guns this dude have, man? Look at those guns. A lot of them. Look at those guns right here. So now what's going on here? Cursed be the husbands and cursed be the wives. Our prayers is working, and then again you see it. This thing is all up in your face. Now, what seems to be the reason here? Now you got this judge. Okay, this man's supposed to be upholding the law. A guy is a judge. Okay, and he took out his wife. Why? Could be many things. You ain't gonna leave me. Just because I'm making less money now, you ain't gonna leave me. Or just because the blessing is, you ain't gonna. I own you. And if you're leaving me, I'm going to make sure you're leaving me. And he was going to take the son out. And the son pleaded for his life, said, don't shoot me, Dad. He didn't kill him. Okay? As we can see now, a lot of those high authorities, people, I believe they show a picture of him. Did they? I wasn't watching. I'm cooking here. Sometime I leave. Whoops. Sometime I leave and then go check on my food. And then I'm doing Esau's trouble and while I'm cooking. I'm not supposed to do this, but anyway. So this dude took out his wife because, I don't know, blessing probably over, probably tired of his life, and then he took it. Was going to take the son, but hey, fortunately, he spared him. Cursed be the husband, cursed be the wife. When you enjoy the blessing, hey, pay the piper, man. The blessing is over. Great glory, there'll be no Jacob's trouble. Crazy. Okay, this dude, he took his wife out. Then again, this is plague number 9, execution by the sword. Oh boy, what's going on with this computer, man? I can't, sorry man, it's just, what's going on with this thing? Do I have a virus? No, I think I need to update something. It just don't, there we go. Execution by the sword and flight in distress. As you can see, those people are fleeing. A lot of sword, a lot of destruction, a lot of things going on. Okay, so let's take the next video.
A look at video from it now. We did hear from officials on the very latest with this. Haven't had a chance to play out this for you yet because it's been so busy following former President Donald Trump's arraignment earlier today. Let's play out this next, this house explosion that happened in New Jersey. Okay, so then again, beloved,
that they can go back to their.
This is not the first time that this happened. We've been watching a lot of houses being exploded. And we told the people, we said the ley line is being active and there's a lot of judgment. You're going to see houses exploding left, house exploding right, and this thing gonna keep happening. It's been happening for the past 3 years and it's only increasing. But then again, and the people in the media, they will act like, hey, this is nothing. This is like child's play. This is like, it happened all the time and stuff like that. But hey, man, that's what it is now.
Their houses.
Okay, 2 people are no more.
Not that I know of.
And 2, they can't find them.
So right now it's us, the Atlanta County Prosecutor's Office, the ATF, FBI are here, and also the New Jersey State Police are assisting us as well.
Do you know if they've come, like the federal agencies, have they come from like a local office, or are they coming from like Washington?
I do not know that.
Yeah, those things I do not know. We do not have enough information. Mind your own business. Go watch TV. Leave us alone, because this is not about us. You know, if that thing was about how many of them you arrest, how many drugs, how many this, oh yes, oh we know everything. That guy, we got a record on him, we got a record on her, and the family. The father used to sell drugs, the mother was a prostitute and all that. But it's not about us now. It's not. So yeah. Oh, we watched this. That's the woman that died of drinking too much water. And let me see. I think we'll watch this. Oh, okay. Now, the people are saying, well, the Chinese economy is doing so well. China is this, China is that. They will overtake the United States. They will this. We're going to have to go under the Chinese and serve another slavery. Okay, well, watch this.
Lining depths. This footage shows people illegally trying to enter the U.S. from the Texas-Mexican border. What's unusual is that they are not from Central America. As of May this year, over 10,000 Chinese have been apprehended near the southern border. That's 17 times the figure for the same period last year. What's driving this, and at what cost? The journey is long, expensive and dangerous. First, Chinese people tend to head for Turkey, a convenient flight hub. Next, they fly to Ecuador, where they can enter without visas. After that, they make their way to the United States via Colombia, Mexico and other countries, by car, boat and on foot. Their irregular path, which stretches about 3,700 kilometers, is trending on Chinese social media as 走线, which means running the route. Why do Chinese seek asylum in the United States this way, given the very real dangers of the journey?
Li Xiaosan entered the United States in February via the Running the Route passage. Caught by border guards, he was taken into the protective custody of a human rights group. He was lucky. With the aid of an acquaintance, he applied for asylum and moved to New York. Li is heading to a support group organized by fellow Chinese. Like other asylum seekers, he receives basic necessities like clothing.
Basement, I'm living very cold in the night, so I needed this.
Li's decision to seek asylum was triggered by the 2014 umbrella movement in Hong Kong, when students called for democratic elections against the government. At the time, Li was running his own business in Guangdong province, neighboring Hong Kong. Sensing Beijing's growing grip on the region, he took part in a protest and was forcibly removed.
He promised the Hong Kong people have freedom, but they break their promise. Hong Kong is, I think, is the last free land.
Then, in 2020, Hong Kong enacted a national security law, making it...
Let me cut through all this garbage and then we're going to end this because we're done. We're done. I'm just going to cut through the bull and give you exactly what's going on over there, why those so-called Chinese are fleeing China and come over here and try to hide. The so-called Chinese, whatever you want to call them, the Moabites and the Japanese, the Ammonite, the two brethren, okay, whatever you want to call them, they were against us. They came upon us. They are part of 83. They allied themselves with Esau. They destroy our people worldwide. And the Mighty One is destroying them wherever they are. Whether they were in the land of China, they are going to be destroyed. Whether they are here, they are being destroyed. A lot of the so-called Chinese are coming here. They are not coming here because they want to take over or they're going to take over. They are coming to serve their slavery. Because when this thing switched, everybody that are here that were, the Mighty One did not sweep you off, and you did not cleave unto us, you will be our bondmen and bondwomen. This is what it is. And of course, a lot of you were like, oh, how are you going to do this? You don't have any guns and stuff, things like that. The battle that's going to fight here is not going to be fight with your regular weapon. It's already won in the spiritual realm. Your spiritual advisors can tell you this. It's already won over there, and then it's going to be giving birth here on the physical realm. And then when it does, you're going to see things that you see in the Avengers movie and the DC movies and the X-Men movies. You're going to see things that you see in the superhero movies, because that's how people truly are. And of course, many people will not understand this. They will like, oh man, this thing ain't gonna happen. But this thing is no joke for your government. They're well aware of that. See, the so-called the Chinese, Japanese, and Arabs, none of those guys are fighting each other. The Russians are not truly fighting the Ukrainian and all. They are giving up and doing things and make sure when we come against them, because they're not gonna come up against us. We're gonna come against them. Because the moment our people, our power activate, we're not going to use this power peacefully and try to. The moment the power activate in us, we will come for you. We will. Okay? A lot of our people, they're going to be removed out of here, but the soldiers going to stay here. We are not worried about you coming, bringing Jacob's trouble. You need to worry about us bringing Esau's trouble. And when we say Esau's trouble, brethren, we mean all of them, the 83 and everything like that, because they join on to Esau. Esau was Jacob's brother. A lot of people trying to come up and say, well, the white man is not Esau, he's not our brother and stuff like that and things. Yes, they are. Yes, we are. They are all brethren. They are Hebrew just like we are. But they choose to vibe on the other side, and we were chosen. There's nothing we can do about this. Okay, there are 8 forms of Hebrew out there. There is the Hebrew Edomite, the Hebrew Israelite, the Hebrew Midianite, the Hebrew, the other son of Abraham. They're all Hebrew. They're all our people. Okay, they're all brethren of us. But we were chosen. That's all, and you were not. And there's nothing I can do about this. So, and instead of you joining unto us, you came against us. Okay, and then you did a lot of things, including Zippo. Zippo was a Hebrew Edomite. He called upon the Most High God Almighty. He was in battle, and the Most High helped him. The Most High flew the power through him, and you had all those Edomite white people kicking ass and taking them like we were. And then at the end of the battle, they gained the victory. They put the glory upon themselves. They said, "No, God didn't help us. We did this on our own." That's how white folks are. Okay, they are very proud people. They never truly thank God. They look at God, they see themselves. And they look at themselves, they know God. That's why they replace everything that has to do godly thing with them. Okay, so they've done those things. The wall was putting down by the Catholic Church. We were putting down by the Catholic Church, the priest of Mahan, and then the so-called Edomite was at the head of this thing. We cannot deny this. The world is influenced by those people to taking us down. They give us a terrible and horrible image. The so-called African, the Hamites over there, they didn't do this to give us a terrible image. They follow what Esau was doing. The Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, they just follow everything Esau's doing. So it's 2 brothers, Jacob's trouble and Esau's trouble. Jacob and Esau were the brothers in the good book and in the book of Psalm. Say, "O ye daughters of Yasharel, your punishment has been fulfilled, O daughter of Israel. Just sit and relax, and you will no longer be carried on in captivity. But O ye you daughter of Edom, your punishment just started. Ye Babylon started. Babylon is not just America. Babylon is worldwide. It's everywhere. It's the religion, the way of life, and this thing, the system is being taken down. Well, I'm fleeing Babylon. I'm going to Africa. Yeah. Nothing going to happen to you here, and definitely nothing going to happen over there in Africa. But beloved, we will leave you with peace. We will leave you with this. Be at peace. Okay, study, get into high vibration, cleanse yourself. Cleanse your spiritual body. Stay away from scumbag. Don't consume negative stuff. And then we will see you next week again. We have another video concerning the depopulation of the Gentiles. How the Mighty One is depopulated them. And is going to publish on the other channel tomorrow, Sunday. Shalom.